Good morning, everybody. Down Under Entrepreneur coming to you from Cairns, North Queensland, Australia. It's Tuesday morning. Sun is shining. It's nice and bright outside, so it should be a lovely day again today. So the topic I want to talk about today is, there's a lot of questions sort of being thrown at me over on Quora about what happens in the event of a trade war between sort of America and China, and how will that impact Australia and all that sort of stuff like that. So I just kind of want to talk about I don't want to make this the channel political in any sense of the word, but just to sort of touch base on this topic. Number one, if you're not living under a rock, there pretty much already is a trade war going between America and China. As far as that impacts countries like Australia, obviously we're an independent country. Hopefully our politicians are smart and they do, the smart things. But as individuals, if you're trying to be successful, honestly, don't really concern yourself with that. Obviously if you've got big agreements. So, if you're into import or export or something, and you're doing exporting into China or importing out of China, obviously if there's a thing, where we start to get involved in a trade war with China or in America or whatever, that could potentially impact your business. I understand that. But just, I'm not going to name names, but I worked for a company that was doing a bit of import-export, and they were due to put big shipments of product into the Russian Federation. This is going back several years now, and probably about 6 months before the shipments were due to begin, and we're talking several $1 million worth of shipments at a time. Obviously the big sanctions got slapped onto the Russian Federation, and sort of I was fairly new with the company at the time, and I was going, oh no, what's that going to do for the business? And they said, that's fine. And I said, it's fine, sanctions. And basically, they just said, that's okay, we'll just put it into our partners into Malaysia. Malaysia will then put it into China, and China will put it into Russia. So no big deal. Just means that there's a couple more middlemen and they're getting a slice of the pie. That's all it boils down to. So regardless of what happens in the media and all that sort of stuff, don't really concern yourself with it, because the goal to sort of achieving your success is to obviously sort of distance yourself from negativity. And if you go to the CNN or the MSNBC homepage, or if you're following crazy stuff like InfoWars and Alex Jones and all those sorts of guys, it's all negative. So the key to stay focused and have a go and sort of reach your goals and your dreams is to sort of distance yourself from all that negative stuff. For me personally, I can't remember the last time that I looked at the CNN or the BBC or the whatever homepage. I just don't do it. Occasionally I might have a look at it to see what the price of gold or oil or certain commodity is doing. But apart from that, I don't actually bother with the news on the front page. I just sort of go directly to the stuff that I want to look at, and that's kind of it. I don't sort of dwell on anything there. Because that's the big thing. The media nowadays, we are living in very, very crazy times. There's lots of chaos happening in the world, and there's a lot of negativity that's constantly being put in the media. Obviously it sells. It sells headlines, it sells newspapers and magazine subscriptions and stuff like that, which is why they do what they do. But don't dwell on it, don't focus on it, just focus on you, focus on what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish, and the value and the message you're trying to get out to the world. And that's it, guys. So yeah, at the end of the day, if there's a trade war between America and China, there is a trade war between America and China. Don't worry about it. Honestly, don't worry about it. Just focus on what you're doing. That's it. Don't focus on a bunch of politicians. As we would say here in Australia, playing silly buggers. So, I hope that's sort of a little bit helpful. Just sort of focus on what's important to you. Like I said, obviously, if it's going to impact you, then, okay, maybe you need to pay a little bit of attention to it. But otherwise, don't worry about it. Just get on with your life and get on with what you're doing. Stay motivated, stay positive, and stay focused. So that's all I've got today. Hope everybody has a great day. Peace out.